Today is really a really special milestone day for us here at the IPPC, and personally for me, because as Tony was saying, this was just once a little idea, and here we are. And I am delighted, I'm thrilled, I'm grateful that we are here today at this very moment celebrating our very first cohort, which is you and me, including me. And so we've been actually together for the last year throughout this journey in courses in the IPPC. And I'm really honored to have been also one of the students, not just the founder, but one of the students in the program, and have really benefited from the incredible training and teachings and knowledge and expertise from our great faculty. That's really been amazing. And like you, I've been part of the highs and lows of completing all the lovely assignments and seeing myself pounding on the computer thinking, who thought of this assignment? I'm going to have a word with them. And then I thought, that would be me. So then it was pretty funny, because after, though, it was one of those moments where you think to yourself, but what an incredible experience to have been stretched to learn that, because you cannot unlearn it. And when I envisioned the IPPC in its formative stages, I was envisioning attracting students who are high achieving professionals and leaders and coaches who have a thirst for knowledge and for positive psychology, and value a grounding in science and in evidence-based approaches in coaching. And I didn't know it then, but I was actually envisioning you. And because you embody these qualities that are really part of our motto, is to do good and prosper as a positive psychology coach. And how proud I am that we're going to be officially celebrating you today. And this cohort also holds a special place for me, because we had an interesting mix of students who were new to positive psychology coaching, who'd never experienced it before. And then we had those who had a master's in positive psychology and coaching psychology already. And for those of you new to positive psychology and coaching psychology, such as Kate and Sean and Katya and Jason and Rosie, and Jason and Rosie are unable to join us today, really, congratulations and well done for stepping up and immersing yourselves in the best possible way. I mean, you were right there and learning, and just, I could see your growth from strength to strength in every class. And for those of us who have the MAPCP background, well done on deepening your existing knowledge and then extending that to start to expertly apply positive psychology coaching in practice. So congratulations. So after today, you are now all members of the IPPC alumni community. And for those of you moving on to the diploma and designation through the evidence-based practicum level 2 program, there is more goodness to come. And lastly, I just want to thank our amazing faculty, but to thank you to Soko and to Tony, for this is your life's work, and you share it with us with such gracious enthusiasm and so much passion and love for what you do, that it was really infectious. And also, when I envisioned IPPC, I really wanted to attract the best of the best, and by God, I really did. So thank you so much for that. And also to our amazing team, Charlotte, who's here, and Peter, who's here, and many of the others who couldn't make it tonight, but really who are always so accommodating, so friendly, so flexible, and so supportive and helpful throughout the way. And I really hope that you felt that if you've ever had a connection and contact with us, that you feel like we care, because we really, really do. And with that, I am just so grateful. I feel so blessed and so excited for today. And now Let's get the celebration underway.
I'm also so grateful to be part of that journey. And so I'm going to start by saying that I think all of that would not be existing if, and I'm going to start by saying, taking a few seconds to say, to just appreciate the fact that it took a vision, it took boldness, it took determination, clear, laser sharp, clear purpose, and fueled with that, like the petrol, the fuel that you buy for your car, that passion to get that whole thing to come to life. And so I wanted to take a few seconds to say thanks to Mary Flor, because this is what I love about this certificate that you have. You're going to change other people's life with new skills, a new ethos, and something that I personally believe in. And doing good around the self, thriving at the same time. And so that links to the excitement. I'm so excited for all of you. And I think that we are, I often say that to my students at the university and to the clients that I work with as well. I think we are sitting on the curve, on the edge of a leadership paradigm. And I think learning about positive psychology coaching, and I've been asked by the International Positive Psychology Association to help them with some of the projects in work and organization. And we discuss the magic of coaching and the need to have that bridge between positive psychology and coaching and this new field of positive psychology coaching. So I think you are at the forefront of something that's going to be very hot in terms of demand, extremely, extremely powerful. And my invitation is just like when you write a book or when you create a project, this is just the beginning. You should be even hungrier for more knowledge, and you should practice more and more the skills and even design your own programs in PPC. So very excited for you, super proud of the people that we have here. I've seen some of you coach during some practice sessions. That's some great stuff. And very, very happy because the world needs more people like you. And you are you're the first wave, and there will be more. I can't wait to see a herd, I'm going to use that word, herd of PPC certificate people with a certificate, because it's the world needs it right now more than ever. And I don't have to go into details because you know what I mean. I think the world needs more people like you and your ethos. So well done. It's super exciting. It's so proud of you. You should be proud of yourself as well.
I love the fact that everything you aim to do is so practical. I think all the discussions in all the different modules, you know, like you said, it's those of us who've done the MAPCP, there's still so much continuous learning that all of us can do. And I think we got that from the group and the discussions and the content and, you know, the assignments as well. So yeah, thank you for all that you put into it.
There was a gap for me, which this bridged perfectly. And that's why I signed up originally, because I've been coaching for years, done lots of, I actually have done quite a bit of previous study on positive psychology and lots of reading, constant reading, but I wasn't bringing it together very well. So there was always that, how do I introduce some of this stuff that I know? Because I really want to share it in a better way. So yeah, this really helped me to do that. And also, just I guess as an add-on, through this process, I was putting in my application for the PCC credential. So it kind of gave me the confidence to feel like I was bringing more to that situation as well. So it's been a month of celebration. So I got that credential as well very, very recently.
Yay! Well done.
Great. And yeah, just meeting great people and seeing the different perspectives on things has been really useful, and just hearing the different scenarios and different ways that people are applying things. In particular, getting fantastic coaching from Aoife, so seeing a positive psychology coach in action was great. And similarly, firsthand with Ruth, who was an amazing, fellow peer coach and an amazing study buddy, really helped me feel connected to everything as a pretty much a remote learner as well. So particular thanks to them, but thanks Mary Flor for the whole idea of making it come alive.
Because I came into this knowing some work around positive psychology, having been trained in the world of psychology and doing a lot of strengths-based work, but never really being able to take it to that next level. And also as a health and wellness professional, that's always a part of who I am and what I do in terms of thinking about holistic wellness. But I was never really able to think beyond the physical, and this program really helped offer not just a single bridge, but a set of bridges and even some tunnels for me to be able to think, how do I get from A to Z in a way that really makes sense? And what I've found is that this isn't just for my clients, but that I've actually done a lot of my own mind shifts around some of this, so that it's, for me, always, how can I add some tremendous value to the people I'm interacting with? My students, my colleagues, my husband, my clients, my neighbors. How do I help bring that sense of well-being, of flourishing, of growth? I don't like the word happiness, but of joy and delight. And what does that do? And how do I also translate that into myself? So I really appreciated, truly, like as a social scientist, that became really important to really begin to think about the bigger picture and how do I continue to do this kind of work, and where can I also step up and offer something of bigger value. And so I really appreciate that. And I didn't know that that's what this journey was all about 18 months ago when I signed up almost on a whim because of your article in the ICF newsletter. So kudos to you and Tony for really putting out there a program, not just a program, but an entire experience and an entire community that you are building. And I'm really excited about what's next for all of us.
First of all, I truly believe indeed in that work and the community that you guys have created here. I joined this program through Rosie, who is actually my manager. And Rosie and I, coming from a very large, experience in life with corporate mindset and corporate world. And the intention why I joined this is because I have a passion for coaching and I want to be a better coach. And I truly believe that in corporate and with everything that is happening in the world, right, I think coaching can really step up and bring us much better, opportunities, but much better well-being as a whole, right, in that sense. So for me was coming from a corporate is how can I learn to apply this in a corporate mindset, in a corporate environment, and the leadership style that I admire. So those were my original motivation. What I truly also was not expecting as much was that it also made me a better person. And I can really tell that, and I shared with Mary for a couple of things, and with others, and with Ruth as well, it has led to so many other things, and that it changed me, and I'm following up with the things. So Tony, in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to Thailand to the retreat for mindfulness. I follow a whole program because of the inspiration you brought to me and how much it has given to me, that module when I follow with you. And I wasn't in a good place. I was having really health problems, and that has helped me tremendously. So I signed up and I'm going 2 weeks time. I'm doing
Very happy to hear
Jing
that. That's great news.
Jing Kong, Ruth introduced me to that. She has an Instagram and I'm doing some of the exercises, doing tapping and doing all the stuff, right? So from the passionate, I have been adopted language in the way how I actually motivate my team, using words like passion, like what drives you. So I have been learning so much through the experience, and I was always in awe of how much knowledge was within the group and the people and the team members. in the practice that we did, like with Sana, I had the opportunity to work with Sana sometimes, or learn from Sean, who is so wise and so eloquent with his words that I was like, oh my God, I need to get his brain if I can, right? Having sessions to have with Mariflor and Adrian, that they are so expert in those. So I have been in full gratitude to be part of this journey. And again, I think I do truly believe I became a better coach because I got the feedback from my whole team and organization as a proof of that. But really, it really turned out for me as becoming a better person. I truly am honestly grateful for this whole journey, and I'm looking forward to the next step.
Really comes to mind for me. I feel really grateful to be involved in such a wonderful community. I feel grateful for the learning that I'm continuing to get from such experts, but also from each of you in terms of the wonderful contributions and the way you push and challenge and open, my eyes. And also, I'm just in awe. For those of us who've had the MAPCP and that extensive training, or who've had years of psychology training, this is a test. This has been a challenge. This has pushed us, as individuals to grapple our hands around it. For those who haven't, I am in absolute awe that you've managed to take on this challenge and absorb the learning and be able to translate that into yourselves and your lives and your practice. So it's, I think awe for me, gratitude and awe are two words that sum up this journey. So thank you all, and it's just been wonderful to meet you all and be part of it.
Absolutely have loved the journey. And for me, the two words that come up are energy, because there's such an energy, but also generosity, because that's the point. We've all just kind of come in with our thoughts and our feelings and sharing and talking, and I'm also, I agree with Katia about growing as a person. It's really helped me coach myself more, because it's helped me take perspective on myself more. I think that's what it did after the Masters. It helped me, that continuous learning and that appetite for more learning, and being with others who were like-minded. So we were like this community of people. Yeah, just had such fun and inspirational. I just want IPPC to go like this now.
I think the quality of the teaching and the content far exceeded my expectations, because coming right off the MAPCP, I was a bit, what's the word? Is it academic fatigue or something? Assignment writing fatigue. But it was just so interesting, and I think to have access to that latest research was a privilege, and then being able to discuss how to apply it to our coaching situations. So there's that piece, and then the community and the peers. And I just want to say thank you so much to everyone for sharing your wisdom. I really hope we can stay in touch, because I have benefited so much from your perspectives, and that has been a really large part of it for me.
Well, I'm just deeply grateful that I could be part of this group. Deeply grateful to Mariflor and to Tony. And something that Mariflor said in the beginning about expertly applying this knowledge. That's what I have gotten out of this course, just expertly applying everything that I know, and also having the confidence to do so, because I've learned so much from the instructors and from all of you as coaches, and it has really given me the confidence to go out there and do this, because now I know I can. And also what I really, really loved about the course, I loved all the lectures, and I loved all the instructors and everything, but I actually also really, really loved the assignments. Those were kind of my favorite part, because although they were hard work, but they kind of really made me focus and really made me to really think about and put the dots together and be critical also about what I've read and what I've learned, and like those were kind of the final step to really let me know how to apply stuff. So yeah, I just absolutely love the assignments as well. So thank you so much, everyone.
I've really enjoyed doing the level 1 with everybody. Although I had the MAPS CP going in, I learnt so much about how to actually merge positive psychology and coaching psychology. Before it was very much two different things, and now it's fully one PPC, an applied PPC in my mind, and I'm using it with clients. So it's really given me that confidence.